Story time on how I manifested a monster in the middle of the woods. So over in the summer, a few of my friends and I decided to take a walk in the middle of the woods at night. Now, even though we were kind of hesitant about the idea, we still had a lot of fun. We were cracking some jokes, we were listening to music, we had a really good time. But then soon after, one of my friends said, "Hey, you guys, we want to hear a scary story?" When he said that, we kind of paused for a moment, but then we were like, "Oh, okay, what's your story?" So then my friend starts, and then he's like, "There's this monster that lives in the middle of the woods that takes form of any human or animal and stalks its prey. And this evil monster is called the Skinwalker." But then after he finishes his story, we all start laughing, saying, "What kind of story is that? There's no such thing." So after he tells his story, we start walking, and then all of a sudden we start hearing noises. We immediately stop in our tracks to try to listen to the sound, but then there's nothing. So then we're like, "Oh, it's the Skinwalker," just to try to lighten the mood. But then the noises start happening again. The noises get louder and louder to the point where one of my friends say, "Yeah, guys, maybe we should get back to the car. I'm starting to freak out." We all agree, and we decide to head back to the car. You were not gonna believe what I saw. I saw a human-like shadow of a monster going behind a tree as I was shining my flashlight. Now, I don't usually scream at things that seem out of the ordinary, but when I tell you the second I saw that shadow, I screamed on the top of my lungs. So pretty much the best course of action was to run. So all of us start immediately running to the car as fast as we could. And as we were running, we heard noises behind us getting louder and louder. While we were running, none of us turned around because we were scared out of our wits. And fortunately enough, we got back to the car. We sat in our seats, we put our seatbelts on it, and we got out of there. And my friends and I, till this day, have not stepped foot back in those woods, and we probably never will. Now, looking back at that night, those noises that I heard could have just been an animal, and that shadow I saw could have just been like my friend's shadow or something. In conclusion, if you want to say a scary story, maybe don't do it in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the night, because manifestation is real and it's scary.